everyone, how are you doing? Welcome to my channel. My name is Tahab Debelima, and if you are a returning subscriber, thank you for your time. If this is your first time of coming across any of my videos, it's really nice to have you here, and I would love for you to be a part of the family. So please do not hesitate to hit the subscribe button and turn on your notification bell so you get notified whenever I upload a new video. So I'll be going back to the basics because that is going to be like the foundation for our future tutorials. So I will be sharing with you guys how to draft your basic bodice pattern. So if you look at the picture, we have a full blouse and we have the bodice. So first thing you need to understand is that your bodice is from your neck to your waist, and of course your blouse ends at your, as in below your waist. So then from the main bodice pattern, you have we have two ways that it can be drafted. If you also look at this picture, you have one with the dart at the shoulder and the other one does not have a dart at the shoulder. So now the only difference, every other process remains the same. The only difference is that the bust arc for the one with the shoulder is usually higher, and of course it takes more time, so it all depends on the kind of fitting you want to get. So I will be sharing with you guys how to draft the three of them. That's the bodice pattern, of course, is used to as the foundation for some of your blouses and your dresses that are actually cut at the waist. So since we have that out of the way, I'll adjust the camera so we can proceed with our drawings. So I'm going to start off with the bodice without the shoulder dart. So I'll just draw lines to knitting my edges. Adult neckline, take 3 by 3 inches. Then we drop the shoulder by 1 inch because the shoulder just usually slants. It's not like a straight. So 1 inch, draw a line to mark the 1 inch point. My shoulder is 3/3, so I usually will go with 3.5. So connect that to the edge of your neck, at least to the edge of your neck. Then we get a bust point. For me it's 9.5. I like using 2 points, as in, so that I'll just use the straight line to join the points, so to ensure that my lines are always straight. Then my bodice front, that's my shoulder to my waist, is 15.5. I get 2 points for that also. Use a straight line to join the points, giving me my waist level and my bust level. Then I take my waist measurement and add 1 inch for that and 1 inch for sewing allowance. My bust measurement, 1 inch for sewing allowance. I just like adding my side seams to my pattern. That's just it. Then we get our armhole depth. The armhole depth, you get it by doing your bust measurement divided by 6 plus 1.5. So when you get your armhole depth, you draw a vertical and horizontal line for your armhole curve. Then you go to your neck, also draw a square 90 degrees or angled just to contain the curve of your neckline. Then draw your side points, your bust point and waistline, join it together. 1 inch below your bust point, take 2 inches for your side, your under bust darts, mark that. Then you get our bust span, that's our dart placement, which is the bust span measurement. Get the points, join them with your ruler and get your dart 1 inch below your bust point. That's where your dart should be ending. Join it and then extend the middle line 1/2 inch out of your pattern. That's just to ensure that when you disappear the darts, the silhouette is still aligned. That will ensure that it's still aligned. So just that. Then join that 1/2 inch point to your bust point. So you see the effect later when we are joining it. So middle of your armhole depth, the middle point, like mine is 7 inches, so the middle point is 3.5. You go in like 1/2 inch, then join that shoulder, that middle point, and down. Then join your sides. Just ensure everything is straight and in order. Then let's cut off our excess paper. So join that, fold one end, place it on the other one, and use your masking tape to hold it in place. Cut off our excess paper also. That's about it. Then slash the waist dart. Then note the extent of the opening at the waist. Just note that. So this is our center front for this one without the shoulder dart. So let's label.
So for the second one, everything remains the same apart from the inclusion of the shoulder dart, which comes immediately after your neck measurement, which is just 2 inches. After that, you mark that. Then every other thing remains the same. So I'll just speed up the video. So the next, you draw the middle of the dart from your shoulder down to your bust point. Draw both sides. That's it, but every other thing remains the same. So I'll continue to speed it up. Cut off excess paper. Then don't worry about the armhole. Just get your shoulder measurement. Then when we have disappeared the darts by on the shoulder and by the side, then we can now get our armhole. So slant, get your shoulder immediately after the dart. So get that, then fold just one side. When you fold one side, you tear the under bust dart open, slash that rather open, to allow you easily disappear the shoulder dart. So when you do that, you also go to that one, fold one side, slash the waist dart open, and seal that up with your masking tape. So now if you look at it, you will notice that the space, the gap of the dart is wider than that of the other one without the shoulder dart. That's to tell you that the bust arc is going to be high. So remove the excess paper also. So if we compare the both of them, look at it, see the space of the one without the shoulder dart is smaller than the one with the shoulder dart. So looking at the two of them, you can see the obvious difference. So we'll just label that and keep that for the one with the shoulder. So the back is basically the same for the both of them, is the same, but what you need to know is the length of the back bodice. Usually the back bodice is 1.5 inch to 2 inch shorter than the front bodice. So every other thing remains the same. The only things you need to note is just the dart placement and the armhole. That's your across back. The dart For the back dart placement, all you need to measure is the midpoint from the center back to the 1 inch dart allowance that you give, and the dart can end at the bust level for the back. Now for the armhole, what you need to do, the back is usually wider, so all you need to do from that vertical line, just take like 1/4 inch out. You know, for the front you took 1/2 inch in, for the back 1/4 inch out, and then you draw your curve. The back neckline is 3 by 1 inch. And then we cut out our pattern. So there you have it, the front and back bodies are balanced thanks to the dart we disappeared under the bust. Then the slanted line at the center back of the back bodies is to accommodate the curve of the back and avoid zipper bulge. I usually do mine 1 inch. So this is the full blouse block. So the difference here is just in the inclusion of the hip level, which you know is by taking your hip measurement divided by 4 minus 1, you get that one. Then in this one, the under bust dart is 1 inch instead of the normal 2 inch, which you use to balance the front and back bodies, but this one is 1 inch, which you use to disappear the shoulder dart. But every other thing, that is your bust level, your waist level, and your hip level, remains the same. Then also the back, here at the back, that point where even though the bodies of this one, since it's straight down, it's not cut, the shape remains the same at the front and the back, but that curve you give to accommodate the curve of the back, you take it 2 inches from your waist. You start it from there, and that helps you to accommodate the curve of the back and the zipper bulge. So with that, I think it's okay if I speed up this video a bit. So that's all 3 of them. I hope you found value in this video, and if you did, please don't forget to give it a thumbs up. And if you've watched it this very end, I want to say thank you very much. Don't forget to subscribe and turn on your notification bells, and please don't forget to follow me on my other social media handles. Do take care of yourself and have a wonderful week till the next video. Bye bye.